Hi. So I got one of these, which is a Hermes Rover from Rokr or something. Laser cut wood thing. I thought it would be nice to put it together and see if that's any good. So I already opened it, so I'm just gonna open it again. Leave the outside somewhere else. So what I have here is the manual, which I'm going to be having a look at. From what I can see is that there's lots of different tiny parts that are not wood. I'm going to have to put that together somehow. I'm going to put the manual over here, and I have the laser cut pieces of wood over here. Now, from the display, it shows that the Hermes Rover is it looks kind of big on the box. It's not really big. It's probably pretty tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build it and then see what it looks like. So here we go. Oh yeah, totally forgot. So we have these. I have this motor here. So what I can do is grab my little phone and grab the torch app. See if that moves it. Does that move it? I don't think it has enough power to have juice to, but apparently it can power itself with some solar power. So my idea is to cut this, put a I think maybe a LiPo battery in there somewhere, power it off a LiPo battery, and then adding some controls, maybe some LEDs and stuff, and then it can charge the LiPo battery from the solar cell. I'm going to see what voltage this thing produces, what amperage. Yeah. So I'm probably not going to put the solar cell in it because I want to mod it a little bit. Guess I'm just going to put this away to the side. We get some wood glue. It doesn't smell, so it's good. And we got some tiny parts. So we'll have to have a look at that. So yeah, yeah. So let's get this thing out of the way. This could be very nice as a box to keep things in. Actually, let's just put this over here. Put the You know what? I'm going to put the box over here, just out of reach. And then we got the glue over here. Okay, so we got these tiny parts. I'm going to put these in this tray over here so I can have easy access to them. And then we have these tiny little rings. These are for getting the for these things. And you can go through here. They ride on this. So keep these apart. Yeah, let's get building. So let's have a look at this. So they're all numbered. If we can, let's just take it apart. Okay, so let's see where we need to begin. Okay, so we have parts list. This is actually the first time I've done one of these things. Here we go. Keep the plastic to put into the plastic bin. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. The parts don't always have the stamped numbers on them, so that's a bit of an issue. But we'll get to that. Let's just take... Oh, they have different colors too. Okay, that's kind of bad. See, there's different color woods. Ooh, this is not good. Oh, lots of gears and things. Okay, so what it seems like, I think we need to get this one first, actually. Because this is the thing it's asking for. It's T3, T3, and what else? T3. We're supposed to have two T3s. Let's see if we have another one. I have one T3. It doesn't seem like there is another one. Yep, I think we just have one. Oh, I know, I understand. Okie dokie. So, see if I can take this part out without much trouble. Okay, so there is some parts here. I do have this thing over here, so I can take off the worst parts of the. Oh, we have some nice sandpaper. Okay, so P6. What is P6? P6 is steel shaft with 7.5 millimeters. 75 millimeters. Looks like 75 millimeters. How many of those do I have? I have 4 of them. Seems like that's what we need. Take one, and then we're gonna put it on the like this, and then we're supposed to push this thing in. There we go. That's nice. This one. Put the other one on. There we go. We have one of these. Now, how many do I need to make? 2. I need to make 2. So we're gonna grab another one. We have 10 hours of video recording, so we should be fine. Put this away. Let's do it like this. Yep. Right, so we have the big one. The idea is to have a little. I like that it gives you a scale. Let's see now what is next. Okay, so I need to have E6, D7, and another D7. So let's find one. I have found the D7s. I need to find the E6s. So I found D7, D7. There's multiple D7s. And then we need... Okay, so this is the D. And this is all... Let's see. So it's not limited to one plate. So E is not on one plate. Although it seems that C is. That is A. This is B. And then we have D, and then we should have E. Oh, E6, okay. So E6 is also called T2. Interesting. So E6 is over here. Here we go. Let's cut off some of this stuff. Okay. So D6. Oh, D7 actually. E6. 2 of the E6 go together. Yes, I put them together. Okay. Okay, so we get this. And this slides together. Okay, so we need to push this all the way through. through. Okay. Then we have the other one on the other side. Yep, that seems fine. So when you have another P6, so another one of these guys. This is an axle. And then we need one of the, we need the big gear, P5, and then we have T3, and then, okay, so this is interesting. So they're saying that the, does that mean that the thing needs to go up? You don't say where it needs to go. Right. So it needs to go this way? Actually, like this. But they don't say how far. This makes no sense. Guess we'll see later. Okay, so apparently they show me on the other side where this needs to go. Right, so there is, they show, it seems to be like that. Okay, so it needs to be like this, and then this needs to end up around 3-ish. Yeah, so I have to push a bit further. Boop. Let's see. So it needs to start at the beginning and be around 3. Okay, so I need to push it back a little bit. Like that. Around 3. That seems fine. And now we need to put some of the rings on there. So one in front, one behind. Let's put the knife away. Built-in away. I don't know why they put this in here. So, from what I can tell, I think maybe this needs to go like this. I think this is like the actual good size for this. Okay, and then this one T2, T1. Hey. Okay, this is interesting. It doesn't actually tell me how far it needs to be away from it. So is this the right 2 something? Oops. Well, this is annoying. Need to push this down again. So this needs to go back to 3. It's been moved away a little bit too far. Okay. Yep, seems fine. And this one needs to be quite close to it, but it doesn't show exactly how far. So I don't think it matters that much. Let's have just a little bit more space. Yep, seems like a good idea, so let's put this away. Okay, so number 3. Let's have a look. Number 3 starts with part 12. Part 12. What is part 12? Part 12 are craft papers. So these things, I have no idea what this is. It's just pieces of paper, it seems. Let's just grab them. I think we need all of them in this case. Oh, we need to glue it to something. Okay. We'll need B11. Okay, this is not B11. This is C, this is A, this is B. Okay, so let's start with B11. So we got this. This is B11. B11 and B12. I think they need to be joined. Alright, so let's grab, put the tool away, and it's 4 pieces, yes. Okay, so the printed side up. I think this is one of the doors. Okay, so I'm going to put, okay, apparently I'm going to put some glue on there. So I'm going to take some pieces of paper and I'm going to cut them to size. One. Let's just cut them all at the same time. Should get some scissors. Seems like a bad idea to use. I wonder why they couldn't do this with like another type of join. Why did they have to do it like this? They could have just laser cut it thinner. Okay, so we got let's put the paper back. I think we just need the one for this step. Okay. Okay. We have some glue. The question is, do we need to put the glue on the thing? On the paper, it seems. Put a little bit of glue on there. Hello? I don't think there's a glue coming out. Let's have a look, see if I need to pop something. The glue is no longer glue. So let's grab one of these stickies here and see if we can poke the... Is this like a cap inside or something? Oh no, look at that. There's a piece of plastic in there. That's why. Well, that's smart. That's very smart, dudes. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue in there. A little bit of glue. Oops, that's a little bit too much. Oh, that's a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna spread this out a little bit. Whoops. Between the two pieces of paper. Yeah, I'll do. Okay, so it's this one first. Right, like this. Then we're gonna have the second one on there. Yep. Straight next to that. And we have some more to spread. Now, this may take a little while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up into tiny episodes. And this is not going to be a build long series, or maybe it is. I don't know. Might as well give that a try. I'll just put this thing together over the course of a couple of days. And I don't need to do this. You don't need to brush this. Okay, let's put this paper on here, and then we have the last piece. And then it needs to be glued together. There we go. So we have our actual first piece. This appears to be a door of some kind. Yeah, I think it's a door, and it's using the paper as a way to, yeah. Okay, so I'll need to cut this, but I'll leave that until it's the glue is dry. And yeah, the back side, you can see it like this. There you go. There you go. So that's one door. One door done. 42 minutes later. Okay, next one. So we have another door to do, which is the B12. Oh, I didn't want to push that one out. This is actually in reverse. Okay, so like this. I need to cut off some of the excess stuff. And then this one. Okay. Oh, look at that. I'm surprised at how well these things work. There. Let's see. Okay, so it has like this. That is not the same one. Yes, like this. So it's this way. We have the same thing on this side. I think this is one of the doors in the front. I didn't want to flip this one around, but yeah, might as well. So we have this one. Don't know which one is which, but they look the same. So like this. But grab some more of this paper. Now, if we can make the paper a little bit smaller, I'll have to cut it out on the sides. There we go. More gluing. Oops. Okay, let's do this. Oop, that's a lot of glue. So I think next time I'll have a little bit more. More things here to glue all this stuff with. Okay, and if it doesn't stick, we can always re-glue it with some other paper. We have the last piece of paper. Goes like this. Oop. Then we have our last piece of wood. There we go. So you have two doors down. Okay, so let's put these away. Put these in our done bin over here. 1 and 2. So I need to cut this off. Okay, so we get to the good stuff. So we get B2, which appears to be parts of the screen. I think that's this part. And it appears that we need to use more paper to glue everything together. It's a good thing we have a lot of paper. So B2, right? Yeah, so B2. So we're gonna get to step 6, I think. And we have all the way to step, holy shit. Yeah, that's a lot of steps. Let's see, step 12, step 13, 14, 15. Yeah, and 15 is a big step. Yep, that's it. So okay, so this is step 6. B1. Oh, so we're starting with B1. We're not starting with B2. Good. Okay, so this is B1. Right. So B1, 2, 2. Like this. We need to glue some more, so I'm thinking of getting a brush and just brushing the glue on. That might be a good idea. But let's cut up some papers. So we need some tiny pieces of paper. I'm going to grab some scissors. Let's see, we have the tiny pieces here. There's some tiny pieces there. The bigger piece here is going to be like this. That. We have another piece the same size over there. Like that. And then we have another tiny piece over there. So we have enough pieces. Good, good, good. We could use some of this. Let's just do it like this. Down a little bit over there. And just... Probably doing this wrong, and if you think I'm doing it wrong, just let me know in the comments, and I will try to not do that again. But then again, who cares? Okay, so we can glue these two together. So what I'm not gonna do is recut all the pieces of paper. I'll probably do that off camera. I'm gonna be stuck here doing all this all day. So if I do, nothing gets uploaded. I do want to edit this video a little bit. And I want to have at least 2 episodes ready to go before I upload. There'll be 2-hour episodes. Just me doing this. Stupid. There we go. Shoot. How did this come out? So it was like this. Yeah, it seems fine. This part needs to go here, which lines up perfectly. And we need to get some more glue for the last part. So this part ready. Now, this thing looks an awful lot like one of those things from The Martian. So I was wondering, is it official? I don't think it is. But, shit. Okay. So it appears that this glue does not want to stick. I'll just grab some extra wood glue eventually from my resource, aka my makerspace. Okay, so this needs to go here. Dude. Okay, and then this part. Can go here. And that seems to be the part that I needed to build. Correct? Yes. And this will dry. Put it over here. Like this. And then we can you can marble at it. Here we go. So we've got 3 pieces done. Actually, we got some more pieces done because we got the little thing over here. Let's see what else we can do. There is some cutting involved, but I think we need to get to move on to C. What was this? C11 and C14. C11 and C14, which appear to be the main parts of the body. Some parts of the body. I think it's from the front end. So let's get this part out. This is tough. Let's try to get this out gently. I think we may need to cut it somewhere. You know what? I've got myself a Stanley knife. Box cutter, they call it. Let's see if I can find some other ones that I can pre-cut. I used to I used to grab these giant models. I do have some model building experience with the, there we go, with a couple of model airplane type thingies, plastic airplane models, and I did build the Star Trek Voyager, because I was a huge Star Trek Voyager nerd when I was a kid. I did build that one. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I know what happened to it. It fell, and then it broke. Let's hope I don't break anything here. But I did, I wanted to spice it up, so what I did is I put some LEDs in it, and this is before I realized how things work. To give you a bigger picture of how things used to work for me, I'm a kind of guy that when he gets a Lego motor thing for his birthday, and then a couple of weeks later he figures out that electricity doesn't just come from batteries, it also comes from the socket. So I plugged a, let's say, 5-volt motor, 5-6 volt motor into a 220 volt outlet. I made my own plug and got it working. It works really fast, really short. Okay, so this is C14, and this is, yeah, I think this is C11. They look the same. Yeah. So C14 and C11. And then they need to be put like this. Like this. And we take, there's an exclamation mark on it. So what I see here is an exclamation mark, but I don't know what it means. Right? Let's have a look. What does exclamation mark mean? Special attention in assembly. Okay. Let's see. So we get one of these apparently. We stick that in here like this. And now we have a part of our assembly. Great. This is 7. Okay, so I need A22 and A23. A22, A23. Okay, so A22, A23. That's this thing. This thing over here. So let's unplug this. I'm amazed at how they did this. It's so fragile yet strong. Here we go. A23, A22. And A22 needs to go at the front, and A23 needs to go at the back. Both look the same, so I'm just going to assume that they're the same. But they need to be at the end. Okay, so we're going to plug this in here. So we're going to start our first assembly on the actual body of the thing. This is A22. Plugging in. A22. Oh, look, it brings some sturdiness straight away. Awesome. And then the other side is A23, so I'm just going to reverse it because it looks the same, but I just want to keep the numbers visible. There we go. There we go. A23. Now we need A11. A11 needs to go where? Does not make sense. A11. Oh, it needs to go on the inside, okay. And then A9 and A10. Okay. So A9 and A10. I have A10, I have A9. Oh, okay, so there's a print on it. That's pretty cool. Okay, this is A9. This is A10. And then what else? A11. Oh, this is these guys. Whoops. Oop, I'm probably gonna have to cut this down a little bit. Okay, this is A11. There's two of these and they look exactly the same. This was A10. Okay, so A10. A9 needs to go on this side. Oh, the other side. Okay. So this needs to go here. So if you think I should do more of these, just let me know. More of these, just leave it in the comments. So hey, you're doing it right. You're doing great. Let's see. What's the... Okay, so they say you need to put this on here. They just don't say which orientation needs to go where. But hey. Okay. And then... Where was I? Okay, so it needs to be with the thing towards here. Okay. Looks good, right? So we got our first little whee. Okay, so we're gonna finish this step, which is step number 7, and then I'm gonna call it a day. I think we're even gonna get some seats in this thing. Awesome. Okay, A12. 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 There we go. Okay, so A12 needs to go on the front. Oh, okay. Like this. Okay, so there's a thing here that it plugs into. I'm just happy I don't have to glue all this stuff, because that seemed tedious. Here we go. Okay, let's see. That's A12. Now we need to get A4 and A5. Oh, wow. A. So we got these clamps here. These are all called A. All of these. Let me show you here. So all of these are called A. Let's see if we can get some of them out. Oh, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's A, and then we need A4 and A5. So let's see what's A4. A4, we have A5 over here, we have A4 over here. Okay, so this is the actual part. Okay, this is a new part. This is why I need a knife. Ouch. Oh. This was not cut well. What I'm gonna do? That doesn't seem like a good idea either. I'm unable to retrieve this from I know it's not supposed to go like this, but I'm unable to just unplug this thing for some reason. Oh, there we go. There is a bit of some damage here, but there is the other part of this, and I'm just gonna go and glue this little thing back together. So I'm gonna grab some glue, smear it on here. Yep. Grab the original piece, whoops, and glue it back together like nothing ever happened. Here we go. Seems okay. Okie dokie. Okay, so there is some parts in here probably need to be removed. Okay, so there's little vents in here that were also cut. Okay, so I fixed it. Let's see, so which side is which? It doesn't tell me. So we still need a 4, I think, a 5, okay. Well, that's an easy piece. Okay, so this needs to go in here. Alright. Alright. Seems like a good plan. This is A5 and A4 together. And then we need to plug in all the A's here. Okay. They don't seem to be doing much besides being decorative. So if one of them breaks off, it's fine. Okay. Let's have a look. I think I still need to. Oh, that one needs to go in here. Seems like a precarious situation here. There we go. It's like wheels of cheese. There we go. And then one more on a similar position. I should have done this one first and then did the top one. Then that would have been better. Okay, so this last piece here. Bottom one needs to be slid in a bit better. There we go. So we got these tiny pieces of cheese on here. We'll see. Okay, so it looks good. Okay, this is A4, and it needs to go with A31. A31. Where are you? A31 found. Okay. With A31. This is A31. There you go. Needs to go like. Okay. So at the bottom of this, we need to put A31. I don't really care about the number showing or anything. I'm going to modify it anyway. You can just send that away. Okay, so it's A31. in place like that. Thing pointing backwards, so this thing needs to point backwards, and then we have a 4 which needs to go somewhere else. Seriously? Okay, so this needs to go in here. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. So what I think is happening here is that, there we go, it just snaps into place. Would you look at that? And we have some actual, I think this is the underside. Oh, it looks like one of those wheels, one of the supports. So what I think here is happening is that on the back side we're going to put one of these with, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I haven't looked forward enough to know that, of course, but so yeah, looking good. I think this is, oh no, we're going to have a big piece, D1. So let's look at D. Ooh, would you look at that? That's a big piece. Okay then. Okay, so D1 needs to be slotted into this somewhere, I think. It does not say. I think this is the place where it needs to go. Yeah, seems to be the place. Space is the place. Here we go. Looking nice. Look at that. Getting pretty close now to the end of the first step. That was actually step 7. Okay, so, okay. Oh, nice. We're starting to build the cockpit. So that's B8, B4, B3, and C4. So let's start with, what do we have here? We have A, we have C. Okay, so let's start with C4. C number 4. That's actually another big piece. Yeah. There we go. C4. Alright. C4, and then we have B3, B4, and B8. B4, B3, B8. B4, B3, and where's B8? B8. Oh, this looks like the cockpit. That's actually pretty cool. That's the little cockpit module here. There you go. This is B8. We have B3 and B4. This is another one of those fiddly bits. Tiny pieces. This is B3. And this is B4. This looks very precarious. I don't want to break things. There's another piece right next to it, which is trying to come out. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. They seem to be the same again. Like this. They appear to be the same. Okay. Let's have a look. B3, B4. Yep, so like this. Let's keep them like this. Then B8 needs to go on. I think they forgot an icon there. think what needs to happen is that this needs to go. This little tiny thing on here. Yeah. Okay, this is one. Let's see how far this needs to go. It does not want to fit. There we go. I have to push this thing really hard. Uh-oh. Well, that sucks. Like I said, I need to push this thing really hard. So what I'm going to do here, this broke a little bit. So I'm just going to glue a little bit into it. So that's it. And then this thing kind of broke here, but it seems to be fine for now. I'll just leave it as is, and if I want to, I can glue it. Okay, and then this thing needs to slide in like this for the bottom. Okay. And this slides into the front of our little wagon. Here we go. All together. Looks good. Okay, that's the cockpit done. And then we need to put something over this, which is D17, two of those, and then in B7. So let's get B7 first because I have this thing around. Another big piece. There's too many fiddly bits, but there's also some big pieces. And then the other one was D17. D17. Oh, I found them. They're inside something else. D17. Like, I wonder if they have like a piece of software that does this for them. Like layouts all these pieces. Okay, seems like the way to go. Yeah, some of these pieces are directional because there's some print on it. Okay, so we have this part. And then we need D12. D12. There's a notch in it. There's a notch in this thing. It's been designed, it's been printed in. So let's see which way it needs to go. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, so we have this thing, and this needs to go here somewhere. Let's slide this on, I think. Yeah, seems to be fine. Like this. I don't want to crack anything. Like that, and then we have this thing. Needs to go behind it like this. And this slides into the other piece and locks it in place. Good. Okay, what's next? We need B9 and B13. B9 and B13. B9. This is B13, and this is B9. So if you want to get one of these, there are several sites that sell them. I got them off a Dutch site. I'll link it in the description if I can find it again. I should have linked with somebody else. I don't know if they want me to spread their name, but if they want to, I'll tell them. A20. Shoot. A20. How many of these do I need? I need one set. So A20. I need to go on the bottom of the front end. Oh, okay. So what I think needs to happen is that either I haven't pushed this in far enough, which I think is what is happening. Oh, there we go. Push it a little bit further. And these need to go over these. Let's strengthen them a little bit. Oh, and don't break. And then we have this one over here. There we go. They do strengthen it up a little bit. That's good. Good to know. A20 and then B13 and B9. Okay, so which one is which? They both look the same. Almost exactly the same. Yep. And they need to go at the front. Oh, okay. So these need to go into this one. The front here. Oh. There we go. That's one. Looks interesting like this. But, no, not judging. Pew, pew, pew. There we go. That's done. It's pointing me towards something over there. It's pointing me towards this. Oh, no, it's wrong. Wrong layer. Okay, so B9, we're going to need okay, so we're going to need to cut some pieces of wood. Some of these. I wonder how I'm going to be able to cut this. Oh, I'll just cut it with one of these. Okay, so I'm going to need some 9mm of this. So let's find our measuring device. Okay, I'll cut from the other side. I assume we have more than enough of these. Let's see if I'm the right size. 9mm, right? Okay. Yep. I'm gonna need something like a cutting mat for next time. There we go. How many do I need? I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Interesting. Okay, so 1. 2. Looks like 9mm. Looking fine. So what I'm doing is I'm scoring it a little bit with my knife before I actually start cutting it. Turning it and then starting cutting on the other end. And then I can just pop it. There we go. Now 9mm. Let's see, this is 9. Just scoring it a little bit and then cutting it. And with scoring it, I mean I'm cutting it at that 9mm. At least if I don't bork it up. There we go. Clear mark, and I can start cutting. So next time I'll have a cutting mat handy. I didn't know I was gonna have to cut this thing. Boop. And we have 4 pieces of 9mm. Okay, this appears to be one of the final steps. So this is on B9. Okay, so these parts need to have these 9mm pieces in them. Did I go in from the front or whatever? Okay. So that's why. Okay, I have to slide them out a little bit. There we go. That's it. So they slide in like this. I have to do that a couple of more times. I should have said 10mm, but you know, I'm just following instructions here. Okay, and then the last one. I just realized that I've been recording on the GoPro and I forgot to press the record button. on the zoom. So that sucks. So we're gonna have audio from the GoPro, which is gonna be horrible. Next time it will be better. I'm just not gonna start it right now. B15. B15 is over. This is A. This is B. B15. There you go. Okay. So B15 needs to go where? Oh, okay. Okay, so these little pegs go on this thing. Okay. Okay, seems fine. These are like ladders on the outside, I think. These are like ladders. Right? Okay, let's see. Last parts for step 7. A14. A14. A14, and what else do I need? Okay, that needs to go in the front. Okay, so we have this part. Okay, so this needs to go like this. I think this is one of the pieces that broke. Does it need to go like this? It needs to slide underneath. Okay, like this. Interesting. So how do you expect me to put this in here? Oh, like this. That is correct. There we go. So now we have our little cockpit over here in the front, like this. Can't really see it right now because my GoPro app on the iPhone stopped. Let's see, C28, C27. C28, C27. Oh, these are the seats. C28, C27. There we go. So what happens to this? Oh, okay. So I don't see how this goes. So it appears that these need to go over here. Then where does the chair need to go? Top of the chair. Like that. And then this goes like this. Is that it? Yeah, seems like it. Or maybe it needs to slide forward a little bit. Either way, we're done with this part. This was step number 7. Doesn't have anything else to plug it into, so I'm just going to do it like this. Here we go. We have our little chairs. Lean it back a little bit, like this. There we go. So this is the first part of the Hermes boogie thingy. Let's the Hermes Rover by Rokr. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm going to go and edit this video a little bit. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and see you in step 8.